Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I don't know why I'm feeling so awkward. I've been making YouTube videos for a year and been making reels for like 5 or 6. I've been making reels for 6 years now, but I still feel awkward sometimes when I turn on the camera. Anyway, this is going to be a random casual video and I'm going to talk to you about the things that I thought about on my walk. I don't know why anyone would be interested in thoughts that I had on my walk, but whatever. Also, this walk that I took wasn't today, it was yesterday or day before yesterday. Today I got a haircut. I don't know if you can see it. My hair had grown till this point, and I absolutely hate having long hair. It just really irritates me when it grows till my neck. I can't handle it. I can't handle the feeling of hair touching my neck. I'm planning to get really short hair next time. I'm not sure if I'll do it because I've been planning to do this for the past 6 months. It's just a big deal to get really short hair. Like I'm planning to get like a pixie bob. Um, yeah, I'm also planning to put nail polish, and these are the three options that I have. And this is also an option. I'm not sure what vibe I want to go for. This one is green. I mean, obviously, you can see that. It's like a tree, and my audience is baby goats, and baby goats keep eating grass, and then my nails will look like grass. So I might put this one, or maybe I'll put all of them because I can't seem to decide. Maybe I can even put these. No, this will not go, right? Oh, what if I do this? What if I do these? Yeah, maybe like light green, dark green, light green, dark green. I might do that actually. So I went for a walk, and it was like a mental health walk. Actually, what is a mental health walk? Isn't every walk a mental health walk? Isn't everything a mental health thing? Because everything that we do has our mental health in it. Let me Google what a mental health walk is. Wait, let's see. I will show you. Hold on. Mental health walk. So, it is a simple, accessible, and effective practice that combines physical activity with environmental, social, and reflective benefits to significantly improve mental well being. Isn't that just a walk? Okay, so I went on a walk, and walks are great for mental health. So, when I was growing up, I never really had access to a park because I used to live in a commercial area, okay, like there were no parks around me. And I used to feel so bad because everyone in my school used to keep talking about their park friends, and like even my cousins, like they would go in the evening for park time with their friends. And I didn't get that. And I used to feel really bad, and I feel like I missed out in life. And now, like at the old, not old, at the young age, okay, I sound like an old person at the old slash young age of 29. Yeah, I'm 29. At the young and old age of 29, did you see that particle flying? Sorry. um what was I saying? Yeah, at the old and young age of 29, depending on how you see it, I have finally gotten access to a park because I moved out, I got married, and I live with my husband now, and we have a park nearby. So I finally have access to a park. But like nobody of my age is there, and obviously nobody makes like park friends at this age. I feel like people my age go to the gym or go to other things, and I also want to do that. But at the same time, I don't know if I want to join a gym. Um Anyway, so right now I have been able to satisfy my inner child and its wishes of having access to a park. At the same time, I don't have any park friends, so that's kind of sad. But I do really like going to the park and going for walks because it just feels really nice to be around plants. Maybe I am a real goat. Being around plants makes me really, really happy. I don't know, it does something to me. um, I don't know why I'm shaking the nail polish so much. Okay, wait. Let me decide finally. Do I want to put two green colors on my nails? Um, yes, I do. Right? Yes, yes. Okay. So I'll start. So when I was walking, I was thinking about how I was reading a book recently. I just recently started reading books again, Recently, as in like since 4 days. I'm sorry if I don't make eye contact with you. I am trying to put nail polish. I will try to look up and maintain eye contact, and I will show you one by one how well or how badly I put the nail polish. I think I will put two coats because it's a little transparent right now. So I used to love reading as a child. I would read so many books in a week, in a day. I would just finish all the books in a day. My parents used to take me to a library, and I had this membership there, and I would just keep taking, like, we could only take 7 books per 2 weeks or something, or per month, I'm not sure. But I would just finish everything, and then we had to get a bigger, more expensive membership so I could get more books. But then in class 12, we had the boards, and I wasn't able to read because I had to read other books, also known as textbooks. And I stopped reading in class 12, and because of that, I kind of lost my habit of reading books. And then I never went back to it, which is weird because it used to make me really happy reading a book. Look at this. Sorry for showing you my middle finger. I'm going to not show it to you to not offend anyone. I also don't want to be mean for no reason. So, okay, I will show you my middle finger to show you how. Okay, so I've put it like this, and this one is like here. Okay, I'm going to do the pinky finger now. And mm it's really funny that getting educated, which is like going to study for my boards, is what made me stop reading books. It's so ironic that education is what stopped my book reading habit. Like, education stopped me from getting educated, like further education. Because, of course, education can't just be limited to our textbooks. Also, I'm really unhappy with how I did my little finger. Why is the little finger nail so weird? I always ruin it. Hold on, I will show you. I don't know if you can see that there's nail polish on the skin. Also, I am really proud of my little fingers. My pinky fingers are really nice. I really like them. Also, by the way, I don't this is like the perfect length of nails for me. I don't like growing my nails beyond this because it gets in the way of everything, and I got my nails done twice. Have I got it done twice? No, I've got it done thrice. So the first time I got it done, it was really bad. The second time I got it done, a brand paid for it. They were doing a shoot, and they were like, "Oh, if you want to include um, art like gel nails, then we'll pay for it and whatnot." So I was like, "Oh my god, yeah, I'm going to take free gel nails, obviously." And I got that done. Okay, wait, hold on. I have to make an important decision right now. So you see, I've done it like this. Um, should I paint this one green too, like dark green, or should I paint this light green? Because it has to follow the continuity of it. Or should I just like mirror the same thing? Like, should it be the same thing? Um, I think I'll alternate it. So like this is dark, so I'll make this light. So I'll put the dark one first. Yeah. Uh, anyway, so I was reading this book called Toxins. I got it from my in law's place. They had a bookshelf, and I was like, I am taking this. Because I wanted to start reading again in this year. Oh no, I'm ruining it. I'm left handed, by the way, so now I'm putting nail polish on my right hand, and I'm ruining it. Oh my god, it's looking really bad. Look at the. No, wait, you can't see the difference. I will show you. This is a horrible nail. Look at it. Anyway, um, and the book was really good. It was made in 19 like it was written in 1998, and I would expect it to be more problematic and like sound a little patriarchal because obviously it's not going to be like politically correct from 1998. But surprisingly, I didn't get annoyed by anything reading the book, in the sense like nothing was problematic in the book. Wow, this one ended up pretty good actually. I don't know what went wrong with this nail. Um, the book was like medical fiction, and I think the author is it's Toxins by Robert Cook, I think. Let me just Google it. Wait. It's Toxin by Robin Cook, and it's a gripping medical thriller about the dangers of the American meat industry. And it's a really unexpected book. Like I actually just took it based on the cover. I judged the book by its cover and I just like took it. I did not bother reading the back of it to understand what it's about when I took it. So I didn't really read what it was about. I just started reading it, which is a very wild way of reading a book, in my opinion. But halfway through the book, I was like, wait, I didn't even read what's behind. So I read it, and it had a humongous spoiler, and I hadn't reached that spoiler, and I was like, how can you write a spoiler at the end of the book? So don't read the back of that book if you are planning to read it. Anyway, but it was a very interesting book, and I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to give spoilers in case you want to read it. Okay, now it's time to put the light green nail polish. Let's do it. Also, oh, I wanted to show you things that I noticed on my walk, which includes this really cute bird. It was so pretty. I took a picture of it. I'm going to put it here. um I don't know if you can see it, but it had a purple beak and like this purple contouring on her it. Oh my god, this is like the animal pronoun problem that I mentioned in my previous video. Uh, the bird had this eyeliner on its wing. Ooh, winged eyeliner. Wait, is that what it means? Like there is a line? No, no, we call it winged eyeliner because it looks like a wing. Sorry. Anyway, the bird had this orange patch on its neck. It had this purple beak, and it also had purplish, bluish wings. It was really pretty, and then I googled it, and apparently it's a laughing dove. I didn't know it was a dove. I mean, these days I really like noticing birds, and I take a lot of pictures of them and I keep them in my gallery, and I'm planning to make a list of birds that I've seen. I am becoming a bird watcher. Is that how you become a bird watcher? Just by watching birds, by the way? Are you supposed to have vast knowledge? Wait, I stopped showing you. Hold on. So I painted this one and it's a little patchy. Oh my god, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I look like those makeup YouTubers. But this is what it looks like. I'm pretty happy with it. It's a little patchy, but whatever. And I also painted this one. Oh, this is also okay. How is it looking? I'm not sure if I like it. I feel like the contrast is too much. But it's too late now and I'm not going to take it off. Also, I decided to shoot a little while I was walking. Why? I don't know. I wanted to feel like a cool YouTube vlogging person. So I shot it, but then it is so embarrassing to do that because even though there weren't that many people, there was a man and he didn't even look at me. He was just sitting and chilling. But I just felt so embarrassed. I don't know how vloggers do this. How do they vlog outside the house? It's so awkward and uncomfortable. You can enjoy this random video of me talking in the park and feeling awkward. I'm so glad it's not too cold. The weather is like crispy today. I don't know why I'm holding this like this. I'm not sure if this is a microphone. I have put nail polish on my left thumb now, and it's okay. It's not bad. I don't know what went wrong with this specific thing. I also find it really annoying and difficult to put nail polish in this section, and there's always this gap, and I'm never able to go to it. I just let it be. I'm not that finicky. I say that as I finick about my nails. I don't know if finick is a word. Also, I noticed these random lines on the trees in the park, and I've noticed them in a lot of parks, in a lot of trees. I wonder what they mean. I'm too lazy to Google it, but it's quite interesting how we never noticed this. And it's like everywhere, these like lines on trees. I think it, let me assume what it is. Maybe it's like these are endangered plants. I don't think those plants are endangered though. You know how they sometimes cut. Hold on, I have to show you my middle finger again. Sorry. Okay. If I had to choose between my middle fingers, I would choose this one and not this one. By the way, are you still watching? Because I don't know. Why is anyone watching this video? If you are, comment nails and I'll know that you watched it and you will be my special baby goat. That sounds really lame. I'm sorry. I also noticed that a lot of trees have belly buttons. Like, that's where the owls sit in drawings. And it's so funny because it literally looks like a belly button. I have ruined this pinky thing. It's so bad. Oh my god, I think I ruined both the pinkies, even though I love my pinkies. Okay, now it's time for the second quote. It is quite difficult to put nail polish while talking about important things like lines on trees that we don't notice. Ooh, I also saw a cat scratching itself on a plant, and it was really cute and also interesting. It reminded me of this reel I saw of some cows in Vienna or in Switzerland or something. And apparently, there's some cow who has the ability to take tools from her mouth and scratch herself. And researchers have found that cows are able to use tools like human beings. You know how we use tools with our thumbs to like do tool things. That cow is able to do that without thumbs. It's able to do it with its mouth, and apparently that's like groundbreaking research. And more cows also do this. But then I was like, this cat also is kind of like using the tree as a tool, right? Or is it not? How is this any different? I don't know. Maybe it was just a random reel and I shouldn't fall for random reels like that. What if it was AI? What if cows can actually not do that? I have been falling for so many AI videos, especially because I'm on the bird side of reels. Like, there's just these random wildlife videos I watch, and then it turns out that it's not a real video. It's so frustrating. I saw a reel of some girl who had, I don't remember her name or her username, I'm sorry, but she had posted this video about how she noticed that in her park only boys were playing, there were no girls. And how girls don't get to play on the playground as much as boys. And I was like, okay, I have never noticed that before. So this time when I was on my walk, I looked around and I actually realized that she was right. I obviously didn't shoot those boys because they're kids and I don't want to shoot random people. But there were like 16 boys I counted, and there were only 16 boys playing football or something in the park, and there were no girls. The only females that were there were their caretakers or like women with little babies who were taking care of their babies. So I found that really sad and also weird that I've never noticed it before. That we really don't notice how there is an absence of women in a lot of public areas. I'm sorry, I don't want this video to be serious, but I noticed this on my walk. And I notice such things in life, and I'm just like this as a person. I notice things a lot. So I have done a double coat on the light green color. Now it's looking a little better in my opinion. I think the problem is that the dark green is a little blue and it's not going with the greeny green of this green. But it's okay. We will deal with it. So the thing is, this light green nail polish is insta dry. Like it dries really easily. Is it insta dry? Yeah, it's insta dry. So, but this nail polish is not insta dry. So I'll have to like this will dry and this won't. I'll just have to sit with my nails. That's something I don't like about nail polish. That like you are literally unable to do anything for a while after that. Did I just ruin it? I think I just ruined it a little bit. I don't know if you can see on the edge over here. Here. Oh my god. Whatever. I am not going to have perfect nails. It's okay. You know, it's really weird. I used to love putting nail polish when I was a kid. I really liked it, okay? And my school was extremely strict and they wouldn't let us put any nail polish or do anything like kajal or whatever, like anything related to feminine stuff, like fashion. Basically, this is not a fashion show. They used to say that. So I would literally paint my nails every Friday afternoon and then take off. Okay, wait, I'm going to put nail polish on my index finger. You know, the index finger that I had ruined. Okay, yeah. I'm still not able to put nail polish on that one edge. I was saying that, so I would put nail polish every Friday and take it off on Sunday night just to be rebellious. And it's really funny because now I relate nail polish to being rebellious because I see it as something um, I see it as something bad. Like I'm being bad by putting nail polish. I'm a baddie by putting nail polish. I don't know why boys don't put nail polish. I think it's a great way to kind of express how you're feeling that week. It's like, I had a teacher in school and she used to change her nail polish every day according to the color of her sari. I don't know how she did that and how she got the time to do that, but that was really funny and cute, and we used to notice that. Which is ironic because we were not allowed to put nail polish. I don't understand these rules in school, okay? Like, what do you mean you think that nail polish is going to distract me from studies? Like, just let me put it. It's just going to make me happy and I'm going to be able to express myself. Like, yeah, I want to look like plants and grass for my baby goats, which is why I'm putting green nail polish. I think I just ruined the thumb. Oh my god, can you see this? One by one, I am ruining every nail. Oh my god, did I just ruin it again? Did I put it on my table? No, I didn't. In other news, I also listen to music when I'm going on my mental health slash normal walk. And I always seem to notice random meanings of songs. I only listen to Taylor Swift, by the way. So when I say songs, I mean Taylor Swift songs because I literally don't listen to any other artist, at least right now. Like 99% of me listening to music is just Taylor Swift. So I often listen to this song called I Look in People's Windows because when I'm on a walk, I can see people's windows and I'm looking in them. So I'm like, wow, relatable. She is so relatable. She has a song for every situation. And I used to be like, oh, I look in people's windows. But then I googled the meaning of the song because I started looking at the lyrics and I was like, wait, this does not mean that she's looking into people's windows. This cannot be it. That can't be the song, right? So I googled the meaning of it, and apparently when she says that I look in people's windows, she means that she is looking at people's posts on social media of her ex or someone that she loves, and she is looking into their windows, which is their posts. How is she so cool? I just really like that about her music because her music just sounds random on the surface, but if you look at the lyrics, you go like, what? Every time I listen to a song by her, I realize that there are like several different layers to it. It's just really cool. I'm going to wait for my nails to dry now and I'm going to go. I don't know how long this video is and when I'm going to post it, but I hope you like it. Thank you. Bye.